Look at guys, I dyed my hair again. Isn't that so pretty? It's nice and red. Whatever. So we're looking at notes for 5-4 today. Function word problems. One of these word problems shows up on the Regents exam every single year, so be prepared. All right, so when we're looking at this, to show your work for these kind of problems, if you're not doing things by hand, all you have to do is make a table of values to show your work. And when you're making that table of values, you just need to use the calculator. Remember, you hit that second and the graph button to get to the table. Second and graph to get your table. And again, if you don't know about that, check the video on it. So normally we're used to seeing that this is y is a function of x. That's supposed to say f. F is a function of x. Our typical f of x that we've been working on. So now the only difference is that you might start seeing h is a function of t, h of t, standing for height is a function of t, stands for time in these situations. And that's because, remember, the t is dependent on the h, right? The x is I said that backwards. Let me start fresh. The h value, the height, is dependent on the time that's gone by. Just like when we have f of x, the y value depends on what the x value is that you're using. Height is dependent on time, right? The height is going to depend on how long the object's in the air or whatevs. Another thing, because we're talking about real life situations, the most common one you're going to be seeing is like if a ball is in the air, something's dropped off the top of a building, a rocket is shooting in the air. You need to have units and labels. Make sure you're labeling everything. These aren't just going to be 200 anymore. It's going to be 200 feet off the ground. The other thing is make sure that your graphs have the axes, that x and y, numbered and labeled. Don't just show me a blank axes, show me that they're numbered and labeled so I know what you're dealing with. And yeah, we'll take a look at this in more detail and then first and only example.